Happy? Good. With Chris Locke.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Happy Good, episode 2020. Can you believe it? I've made 20 of these, and they help everyone so much and make everyone feel so happy and good. Am I right? I don't know. I hope so. They make me feel good. I'm Chris Locke, your host, and if this is your first one you're tuning in, what the podcast is about is it's just about anything to help you relax. I talk and I try to make you laugh and relax because I've been a comedian. Speaking of episode 20, I've been a comedian for 20 years. And so it's just in my blood, even though I want to make a meditative podcast to help you relax and feel good. I can't help but be silly because that's who I am. It's in my blood. Blood. So I took a couple weeks off, so my brain is a bit fuzzy. That's why last week's episode was the Live at the Bad Dog one, because I was up in the woods for real. Like sometimes I talk about, man, let's go to the woods. I was there for real. But you know, with a lot of family, so still not 100% relaxation, rocking the nation. No, it's still busy. You're just busy in the woods, but so basically I couldn't make an episode because you can't find any time in the woods to try and do it because family is ever present. Okay, but it was still nice. Went for lots of freshwater swims in nice lakes in Ontario, which is where I live. I live in Ontario. Where do you live? Write me at Happy Good World on Twitter and say, I live here, I live there, I live across the underwear. The underwear is Chris slang for the ocean. All the way across the underwear to undiscovered countries. So let's just get right into it because I need to get my groove back myself. This is why I mentioned the 2-week hiatus. Also, there's a brand new spanking interview going up today on the Patreon that you guys got to check out. I've been sitting on that for a while too. I meant to put it up last Wednesday, but it's going up now with hilarious comedian and wonderful person and a very old friend of mine, Sarah Hennessy. That will be up on Patreon ASAP. And so yeah, I'm catching up on a lot of stuff. So let's take some deep breaths and get into the zone, because I don't know if you can tell, I need to relax. I hope you need to relax and feel good and forget about everything and melt away. And you know, just when I count down from 3, we're going to take a deep inhale through the nose and then hold it. Collect all that negative, bitter, cynical, angry energy that's been building up because of the news and because of people online and just the paranoia of the world right now. And we're just going to collect it all into a ball and blow it out like our mouths like a cannonball, from a pirate ship or from like a flying ship from Super Mario Brothers. All right, so here we go. Countdown from 3. 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose. Nice and deep. Expand the lungs. Exhale. I've been trying to exercise more too. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I've been showing funny pictures of my belly. I need it gone. I need to be fit. I've got this idea of being a vintage strongman. I want to be one of those vintage strongman with the... Anyways, I'll get into that later. No, I won't. Let's do another inhale through the nose. Collect up all that negative energy and just blow it out like a cannonball. Aim it at the other ship, the pirate ship. I know pirate ships and like British imperialists. I don't know. That might be negative to some of you. So shoot the negativity out however you want. We're going to do one last one. Okay, here we go. Let's really expand those lungs out. Reach each at all four corners of the lungs. Ready? Here we go. And exhale. Now we are ever-present, all-encompassing everything. Melty Joe, as they used to call us in school. Melty Joe, why you so slithery and sloppy? It's because I'm loose, baby. I'm loose. I've gotten rid of everything nonsense in my mind. All the judging and worry about being judged, all the anxiety, all the self overanalyzing, neuroses, paranoia, fear, lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem. I got rid of all of that stuff. Insecurities, they just melted away, and now they call me Melty Joe, the smoothest around. Smooth, blip, blip, boop, blip, drip, drop, do what I want. Put a little captain's hat on me. We got the best sailboat here. We're going out into the middle of the ocean where no one can mess with us, man. We want to be free for a bit, you know. That's right. Let's do it. Picture your favorite sailboat ever. A sailboat you feel comfortable on. And we're going to take that and we're going to go as far as we can out into the ocean. Don't worry about getting stranded or running out of supplies. It's a decent sailboat. You have a cabin full of your favorite stuff. Jamaican beef patties. Ting. You know what ting is? The Caribbean. I don't know if it's from Jamaica, because I've also had it in Grenada, and I've had it at Trinidadian restaurants. But it's the fizzy grapefruit soda, ting. I got a 2-4 of ting in the cabin of my sailboat. We're already launched, by the way. We got in the sailboat. We've got everything we need. And we're cruising on out there. And we put on Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. Do, 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 do. You know what I'm saying? And don't worry, if some of you guys are political, I don't mean to get political for a sec, but Jimmy Buffett, apropos of nothing, don't need to mention him. He's from Florida, sings about sailing and doing fun stuff like that all the time. Jimmy Buffett is a Democrat from Florida. Interesting, huh? Anyways, not saying anything political. We don't live in that world here. We live free on a boat. And we feel good. We got all the ting we want. Grapefruit soda. You know what goes good with the grapefruit soda too? I've mentioned this on the podcast before. The Paloma. You need grapefruit soda to make a Paloma, which is tequila, grapefruit soda, and that's it. Just a squirt of lime on top of that. And now you're sitting on top of the boat. Well, to be honest, you're sailing it, so. But you got a steering wheel. It's one of those bigger boats with the cabin and the steering wheel. You're not holding the jib or, tucking this way and that when the sail comes about, as they say. A boot, for all my Canadian knows. By the way, I never really, maybe this is wrong of me, maybe I'm ignorant, but I never hear, I'm from Canada, and I never hear Canadians say a boot. Hey, you know what that's a boot? Maybe you're at rural, maybe if you go farther east, or maybe rural. but I say about. I say house. In the sailboat, I say, we're coming about. Oh, I got Jamaican beef patty crumbs all over my sailor's shirt. I don't know. I take for granted I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, okay? And we're lucky we've got one of the greatest Caribbean populations in our city, outside of the Caribbean, of course, and second to the Caribbean, I would say probably the UK has a ginormous Caribbean population. If you have a Caribbean background, please go on Happy Good World at Happy Good World on Twitter or Instagram and let me know the facts if I'm wrong. But I think Toronto, maybe after London in the UK, has, and the Caribbean. I'm talking about people from the Caribbean who have traveled and moved to different countries. I think Toronto has the biggest. Anyways, what I'm getting at is I'm lucky enough to know what a lot of these Caribbean delicious dishes are. And I'm not saying Jamaican beef patties are just like a snack that you take. But if you don't know what, I've mentioned it, if you don't know what a Jamaican beef patty is, what it is it's a pastry, a Jamaican pastry that has spicy beef in it. And, oh my goodness, like a spicy beef paste. I don't want to say curried, it's not curried, but it's a spicy beef paste in a pastry. And it's so delicious. But I mean, we have this place in Toronto called Kensington Market, and they have, I haven't been there since the pandemic. I didn't mean to mention the pandemic, but let's be honest, it's still ever present. I haven't been there since then, and they got a store that's just it's not just beef patties, but it's pastries, and they have a ton of options where you can get ackee fish, and you can get veggie patties, and you can get the salt fish, the spicy fish, and chicken patties, and they got mild, medium, hot beef patties. So that's what I'm talking about in the sailboat. But this is my personal sailboat. You can stock your sailboat with... By the way, we can't see land anymore. We can see it, but it's off in the distance. We have a beautiful pair of binoculars. And the nice music is playing. Jammin' is always a good one to play when you're out at the sea, right? We're jamming, we're jamming, we're jamming, we're jamming. You know what I'm saying? I want to jam it with you. Oh, man. And you can barely see the land. It's like a strip. And you're getting so far out, and you're like, I don't care. I'm stocked for days. This sailboat takes me wherever I may go. I am not in control. I mean, technically, I am keeping the sailboat afloat, and I am keeping it in the direction, but I am not in control of my fate. I do not have a written plan down. I am free as fluff from a dandelion blowing in the breeze. I am free as a thick red autumn leaf that's drifting off of the tree now that the autumn breeze is coming in the late August afternoons. That's what I'm doing. I'm bouncing up and down along the grass, but I'm in a sailboat with a captain's hat on, and I'm going forwards towards the sun, and no one can stop me because everybody loves me, and I love everybody, and we all love together. It's nothing much, it's just freedom. A lot of people don't talk about that these days. True feeling of being free and loved and happy. A lot of that stuff has been snatched away from us, and the word freedom has been corrupted, and we don't have to go into that, but it's not really nice to say you have freedom when you are oppressing millions of other people so that you can have your little dinky freedom that comes with a giant tin of cheese balls and guns and I don't know, fucking boots to stand in the swamp and hunt ducks, whatever the hell's going on, I don't know. If you're into that stuff, cool. I'm on a sailboat right now, drifting away. And the sun is so big, it looks like it's melting into the end of the ocean. Like an orange popsicle. Going all the way back to episode 1. Like an orange popsicle just fuzzing out into the ocean, melting away. We are all melty. We are all melty. You can have whatever you want in this sailboat cabin. You can have the captain's hat on, or you can have your own hat on. You can have a cool bucket hat on, but I think, with the breeze, it will blow away. Remember, you got the nice smell of the ocean spraying up. You could have a nice mesh baseball cap, those gritty ones that some sea captains put on. They're like, come on, let's get out. You can have anything. You can go into the cabin when the ocean is calm and you're drifting, and you can get those like wafer thin like water crackers with some sea salt on them or something, or some onion and garlic, whatever, herbs and garlic type of flavor on them, whatever you want. You can get, you don't have to have beef patties and ting like me, or you know what, I'm going to have everything. I'm going to have this too. I'm going to have slices of watermelon. I'm going to have really delicious cheeses. We can have a variety, and we have a nice big thick wooden cutting board that we arrange all the cheeses on. Don't forget, we're drifting now, so don't worry about any kind of storms or waves. We are drifting in the beautiful, lovely ocean as the sun is melting into the sea ahead of us. Probably west, I would assume, right? Yeah, western sun melting over the starboard bow. We got, what's a good cheese do you like? You want like an Applewood smoked cheddar? Do you want like a Gouda? Some sort of like, they sell these jalapeno infused Goudas. We can get Camembert, Emmenthal, Edam, whatever. We can get all kinds of delicious. Oh, what is it? Stilton, like a nice thick, of course we have a nice thick Stilton sour power, just a nice punch, sharp cheeses. And we got all kinds of crackers, you name it. We got those assorted packs of party crackers, the ones that don't want to say, hey, these ones are kind of like Ritz crackers, am I right? Triscuits are not bad for you because they're whole wheat, as they say. They're linked fibers of wheat. Do you know I almost get emotional talking about being free like this? Do you? Being free on a boat. No worries, everything, you let go of everything. Your taxes have been done. Your personal relationships are all fine and you tend to them, and everybody is happy for you. You're happy for them. Everybody is doing exactly what they want. You let go. People that usually don't express themselves have expressed themselves to you. And they said the thing that you wish they would have said for years, decades, eons. People that have died have, come back. They've been reincarnated as the rest of the beauty that you see around in the world. Butterflies, flowers, daisies, anything you want, little red chipmunks climbing up to the top of a pine tree and nattering away, telling the whole woods what time it is, what to do, where it's at. There's all kinds of butterflies these days, giant monarchs with their huge wings, and they fly all around your head as you walk through the garden of flowers, and they love it. You're just another beast to them that wears a funny t-shirt with like some sort of logo on it or something, but really you're like a beast, a sheathed beast with your shirt on. You could be a bull with shaggy hair and big horns like Ferdinand, just lying in the field of flowers. And the monarchs swim all around your head, flapping their wings, this way and that, fluttering, landing on your nose, looking you in the face. And they say, I used to be one of those real funky caterpillars. Did you see that? Really weird looking. No one stepped on me. I made it. I went into my cocoon and I freaking made it. You know? And they flutter away. And you appreciate that. Thank you for telling me that. I'm glad you made it. It's good to see you again. I thought I lost you. Yeah. What other snacks do you want in this sailboat? Out there in the middle of the ocean. The taste of the sea on your tongue and in your nostrils. Just you and the waves. And there is no time anymore. It could be the beginning of time for all you know. You are one, going back with all the time of the ancient mariners, the ancient Greek mariners, the fleets of ships that traveled across oceans to try and discover new countries and new foods and herbs and spices and all kinds of stuff, new people. Everybody traveled. People used to just get on a raft and go, all right, here we go. I hope I find an apple in the middle of the ocean. I didn't pack much. But some people died and some people made it. But it was the adventure, the spirit of adventure that kept them going. The spirit of traveling and getting out there and hopefully finding more. Something that means so much more. Something that validates them on this planet. What else do you want? You could have a nice bottle of champagne, although I get taking a sip of champagne during a celebration, but to sit and keep drinking champagne, I don't know. Nice red wine, nice chilled white wine. We've got everything on this sailboat. We got a bag of Doritos if you want them. Nacho cheese flavored Doritos if you want them. We got one of those big tins of the big the big plastic jug of cheese balls that I made fun of earlier. We've got them, don't worry. I make fun of stuff, but we've got them. Whatever you want. You know, we got a little barbecue on the back of we got a little Coleman's, you know, on the back of our boat. I could put some chicken wings on there, brush some barbecue sauce on them. That's it. But the sun is going down. But you know what? When the sun goes down and you're in the middle of the ocean and you're free as a bird, or free as everything that's swimming below you in the deep, deep, dark ocean, and you're as free as the waves that your boat rests upon, and you're free as the sky that blows through your hair and across your face and over your arms. You know? What happens? The sun goes down. It's pitch black, dark. But it's not. What happens? The night sky lights up. Stars as far as the eyes can see. There's no light pollution. There's no city lights. There's no street lights. There's no car lights. There's no car honking. It's just the actual rest of the universe looking at you in your face from up there in the deep black sky. Stars and the moon shining bright. Everything's illuminated. And it's shining down on you. And it tells more stories than a library of books. You can sit there and look up at them, and you can hear everything, learn everything. They speak to you. Shooting stars, distant planets. You can see Mars. You can see Jupiter. You can see all these distant planets. And you can feel the beyond that fuzzes beyond all of that. You can feel the light traveling towards you in that moment. Everything is constantly moving towards you. And you are drifting in the middle of it, like a Cheerio in a giant bowl of milk. You just bob up and down. Not bad, right? Chicken's done. Take the chicken wings off the barbecue and put them on a plate. You drink your champagne, since you like drinking champagne all the time so much. Me, I'm gonna have something else. I know. I mention the Paloma all the time. Yeah, well, it's a cocktail I just discovered this summer and I love it. But I'm gonna make something else. It's an oldie but a goodie. It also requires a squirt of lemon. What it is I free pour some gin into a tumbler, put a couple rocks in it, some ice cubes, and then I just fill it up 2 more quarters with some club soda. Alright? Because years ago, another time I was complaining about my belly. See, I started getting really big belly in my 30s. Someone told me tonic water, even though gin and tonic is the classic staple, tonic water is full of sugar. You should do it with... You get where I'm going. I have a gin and soda with a squirt of lime. And I love gin because it tastes like a witch's brew. It's made out of sticks and twigs from the woods. We got juniper berries here and all kinds of other, I forget what the ingredients are, but it looks like, some sort of healing elixir. I drink a gin and soda, and I chew on a couple chicken wings. No offense to chickens if you're listening to my podcast. And that's it. We are free. There is no noise except for the sounds of our boat bobbing up and down in the beautiful, calm ocean underneath the well-lit moon. And you can have whatever you want. Always. I've decided today, and I'll probably forget it in the future because I'm moody and I change my mind all the time, but I was thinking earlier that I don't know if Happy Good has lost its premise. It used to be, quote-unquote, like a guided meditation, but it never really was. It's always silly nonsense and me rambling and improvising. Of course, I just hit play, record, and I improvise. Don't forget, 20 years being a comedian, I have done that all my life. So I'm sorry if you're just listening for the first time and you're like, what? This doesn't fit into the criteria of all of the line graphs of organization in my mind. I am a busy person. I have everything timed and scheduled out every day. I do yoga at 5:30 a.m. The thing is I'm not that person. I'm free and I follow my whims. And I was thinking now, if there's any premise, I would love Happy Good to be about more than anything else is freedom. And like I said at the beginning, the original idea of what freedom truly is for each individual, and not some corrupted, bastardized, deceptively evil version that it has become in certain people's minds these days. That's why, thank you so much for listening to Happy Good. I really do want it to be about you relaxing, taking some time out and thinking of some nice things and feeling good. and also laughing. I feel like today was a bit more of a somber one, but that's the mood I'm in, and I kind of really enjoyed it. And to be honest, I'm not lying here. I would love to should I start a GoFundMe to get a sailboat? Because that's all I want right now, is to actually sail out into the ocean. But that's why you listen to Happy Good. Thank you so much for your reviews on iTunes. Please keep it going. It helps the podcast grow and get noticed. If you're in Toronto, Now Magazine is asking you to submit for local podcasts. Please submit Happy Good. The Patreon is always there. We're doing great. I got some Nighty Night episodes up. I got all the interviews. Like I said, Sarah Hannessy's coming soon today. And you're going to love it. So much stuff. Thank you for supporting. Follow at Happy Good World on Twitter, at Happy Good World on Instagram. And this is what I want to say. I end each episode by saying, please go outside and touch a tree. Acknowledge these trees that are all around us. They're taller than us. They're smarter than us. Some trees are not taller than us. Some trees are baby trees. But the trees have been here since the beginning of time. They know us. They've been watching us the whole time. They're smarter and they're wise. And look up at the sky. The sky is free. The sunlight comes through the atmosphere. It's all free. We can have that. And you can look up at the sky and say thank you. And I want to say thank you to you for always checking in and listening. And I'm going to end it with stay free. Okay? Thanks so much. Talk to you again.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network.